Today we're going to be talking about how much it costs to go out in Mykonos. Mykonos has been one of the hottest summer destinations due to its Mediterranean climate and, more importantly, its nightlife. A lot of young workers we met there actually moved temporarily from Athens to some of the more touristy islands, including but not limited to Mykonos, for the summer, since their economy does heavily rely on tourism. Our driver told us that the hospitality sector pretty much only works for 5 months of the year during around May to September, and since we visited in September, we were there during the tail end of the season. And because of the seasonality factor, prices for hotels, car services, and entertainment are hiked up during the summer. Similar to Tulum, Phuket, and other party destinations, Mykonos is far from walkable. I strongly suggest you to not book through your hotel concierge services because they are the middleman and will mark up the prices, and you're better off booking directly through the car services yourself. We found ours outside of the airport with a WhatsApp number that you can call or text around 20 to 30 minutes before you want to take your ride. Obviously, use your best judgment here, but our driver actually worked for a collective where they would print out an invoice every time after he completes a ride, since his boss will give him a cut every ride he completes. Typically, they do run a minimum similar to a metered fare cab of 30 euros on a 10-minute ride, and again, if you book through your hotel, this number could go up to double of that. Another fun fact I learned is that there are only a handful of cabs available in Mykonos because there is a rule of one cab per 40,000 people, and not that many people call Mykonos home. So that's why you would be very reliant on these car services instead of cabs. The average cost of a beer at the typical nightclub and bar where tourists will go to is around 10 to 12 euros on average. One of the more exclusive spots on the island that we visited is called Scorpios. Entry to Scorpios is free as long as you make a reservation at their restaurant or their beach area, and I don't recall there being a minimum charge for any reservation in particular. Even though it is affiliated to the Soho House, you don't have to be a member in order to make a reservation. You can actually go on their website to find out the programming and see which artists are playing ahead of time and decide when you want to head to this venue. We saw Who Made Who perform at this surreal location after discovering them at the Brooklyn Mirage earlier last year. Booking way in advance for Scorpios is highly recommended because it is a very sought after venue unless you're a Soho House member. Another venue that's unique and situated on top of a cliff is called Cavo Paradiso. I would liken it to the Ushuaia in Ibiza, given its lighting and audience minus the pool. The entry was fairly priced at 55 euros, and we bought these tickets very last minute to see 3 Greek DJs perform. Next up, we checked out Void in the old town of Mykonos. Entry was free at the doorman's discretion, of course. This club honestly could have been in Manhattan given its premise of bottle service and tables, so we didn't stay for very long. Finally, we checked out Principote. Again, entry was free as long as you had a reservation there. And while there was a DJ there, it felt much more like a beach club establishment rather than a DJ concert destination. Mykonos is a touristy destination with high prices. I strongly recommend you to reserve things in advance if possible, and try and go in a larger group to split expenses amongst multiple people. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up. See you later!